So Garth, the Lira just soared 25%, the biggest one-day gain since at least 2010. So what really drove this? Does that mean this is a turning point in terms of a bottom that we're seeing for the currency?
Well, as you flagged, Heidi, it was very much about Erdogan. He had helped to set off the extreme drop that we saw in the Lira leading up to the overnight action. And that was because he was saying that he was committed to ever lower interest rates because that was what the economy needed. And he didn't mind if that ended up leading to a weaker currency. So he turned that around overnight and said, hey, actually, we are a bit concerned if the currency gets so weak that it hurts Turkish retail investors, hurts Turkish households. So he instituted some measures which will help to address that. And those measures came out after Turkish markets had closed. So foreign investors who had been very, very strongly betting on Lira declines and had helped to drive it so low, a lot of them bailed at the sight of Erdogan coming along, especially amid thin liquidity. So that sets up a very interesting open when Istanbul traders get in later on this afternoon in our time.
Yeah, Garfield, it begs the question. I mean, does this get us a step closer to where markets need, at least as far as that sort of paradigm is concerned? And we're almost looking at two separate paradigms, how to achieve the certain, the same objective of currency stability and inflation. Does that get markets closer to that, as far as that's concerned, and really aligning markets and where the government wants this to be?
Well, I think it's the potential that it does that. There's, as I said, a lot of foreigners headed for the exits. We've now got thin liquidity running into Christmas. There were also already signs that Japanese retail investors, for example, had started staying away from the Lira. They had been very interested in it for a while, which had helped to boost some of the volatility going on. So having had this sort of blow off top and then the collapse back down for the dollar Lira rate, there's at least the potential that you'll get a little bit of space for other issues, to play a role and for some level of stability to come along. A lot depends, as ever, on Erdogan and exactly how stable his attitude is and how clear he makes it about what he wants to see go on with the Lira.